Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kayla's Kitchen. Today is August 1st, which means it's time to look at some empties. So if you've been here a while, then you kind of know what's going on, but if you're new here, here's what's going on. So every month I put together what I call a sit-down basket or a tea basket or whatever, and that's just a bunch of teas that I'm really focusing on finishing off so that I will have empties or, you know, a finished tin of tea or whatever of tea at the end of the month. And so because the end of the month was yesterday, today it's time to look through all the teas that I finished in the month of July, which is crazy because now we're like over halfway through the year and I don't know how to feel. So we're gonna go through by brand and see all of the teas that I finished this month, or last month, because it's now a new month. Anyway, let's take a look. I'm gonna start off with Harney and Sons because I have the most teas that I finished with Harney and Sons. So I finished through Strawberry Kiwi. This is a nice iced tea, but I used to really like this sort of really tart iced teas, but I really don't like them as much anymore. So it's done. We're done with her. I probably won't buy it again. I finished off a tin of Bee's Knees, which is a white tea. I have a review of this up. Honestly, this was not my favorite. I think I liked it when I did my review, but that was a while ago. I filmed it back a long time ago, and then I just posted it recently because I forgot to post it back when I filmed it. And yeah, I don't really like it anymore. I also finished off a tin of Boston, but this tea is not completely out of my collection yet because I have another 4-ounce tin of this. Because when we bought this, we did a little whoopsies and we ended up getting multiple tins. So this one is technically from Trader Joe's, but it's a Harney and Sons tea in here, and it's their pumpkin spice rooibos tea. Harney and Sons sells this to Trader Joe's, so it's the same tea and it's even the same tin. It's just a different print on it. It's not a favorite of mine. Actually, my mom finished that one off, but it's an empty, so we'll include it. I also finished off 2 samples. I finished this Indian spice and this chai. These were delicious. I liked both of those. And lastly, from Harney and Sons, I finished this blood orange iced tea. This was it was good, but it was very weak. It wasn't super strong. So I would recommend brewing this with like half the amount of water than what it suggests because it wasn't very strong. Next up, from Simpson and Vale, I finished off their Valentine's Day tea blend. This is delicious. I really like this one. This is black tea with chocolate, hibiscus, and raspberry. It's kind of like a chocolate-covered raspberry feel. Delicious. I also finished off my sample of the Maya Angelou blend. This was delicious, and I have a review of that one as well. Actually, I have a review of a lot of these. And I also finished off this tin of, this is a David's Tea tin, but this was a Simpson and Vale matcha. I had the blueberry matcha in here. I love the Simpson and Vale matchas. I think they have a vanilla too, but they also have, they have blueberry and they have a raspberry one. Delicious. From Tiesta Tea, I finished off 3 little samples. I finished off a sample of Fruity Pebbles, a sample of I Got a Colada, and a sample of Citrus Detox. I love Fruity Pebbles. I will forever love Fruity Pebbles. It's delicious and it's amazing. I discovered recently that they actually changed their recipe, and their Fruity Pebbles, it's a strawberry, it says on the back, it's a strawberry pineapple green tea. And I went to look on the website and it's now called Fruity Paradise. So they changed the name and they switched up the ingredients and it now has black tea in it. So I'll definitely have to try that at some point. I have a couple more samples of Fruity Pebbles though, so I have to finish those first. I also really liked I Got a Colada. This is an oolong tea with coconut in it, and this was really delicious. And Citrus Detox was good as well. This is a mate. I liked it I would add lemonade into this, and this was pretty good in the mornings. I wouldn't buy the Citrus Detox again, but I would buy I Got a Colada again. That was delicious. From David's Tea, I finished off this bag of blueberry vanilla, which I got as the free tea in an order that I placed kind of recently. This was very good. I made this multiple times as an iced latte, and that was really good. It was like really creamy and sweet. I also finished off this bag of cotton candy from David's Tea. This is a rooibos. Is this a green rooibos? Yeah, green rooibos. I like green rooibos. It's got like sprinkles in it, and this was kind of fun. I liked this. I wouldn't have it iced. I didn't like it iced, but when it's hot with a little bit of creamer in it is really tasty. And then this one makes me sad. I also finished off this tin of Lychic Bellini, which Lychic Bellini is one of my absolute favorite iced teas. It is delicious. And I don't think that they make it anymore. They at least haven't in a while. I don't think that it was back this year, so sad, but this is delicious. I love that tea. David's Tea should definitely bring it back. It's delicious. Vadam, I finished off a tin of their organic Himalayan green tea, and then I finished off their mint matcha. The Himalayan green tea I just made as like iced green tea with some honey in it. And the mint matcha, it's okay. It's an unsweetened matcha, and so I would usually add in some sugar-free vanilla syrup and make it as iced lattes. It's good, but it's not great. I don't love it. It's not my favorite matcha. I finished off, again, this is a David's Tea tin, but this is not a David's Tea tea. I finished off my tin of Cupid's Cup from Adagio. And again, I do really like this tea, but for a reason, those really like hibiscus-y tart teas have not been my jam recently. So I do like this, but I didn't love it. So I don't know, my taste must have changed. Cause I do really like that tea. That's been one of my favorites for a little while, but yeah, I wasn't digging it. I also finished off this tin of Fortnum and Mason's Jubilee tea. This was blended for the Queen's Jubilee at some point. Not the most recent one. I think it was the Diamond Jubilee. I don't remember. Anyway, but this is it was just a plain black tea, so I made it as an iced tea. And then lastly, and definitely not least, because this is probably my favorite tea out of all of these teas that I have here, I finished off my tin of the Necessities Cotton Candy. I will definitely be repurchasing this one at some point, because this tea, delicious. Absolutely amazing. So delicious. But I finished it off because teas that are, it's a completely fruit-based tea, and teas that are entirely fruit-based, I want to be careful about letting them sit in my collection for too long, because I know that the fruit can go bad and you don't want it to expire. Like, you wouldn't just leave dried fruit sitting in your pantry for years and years and years, right? So you would want to eat it after a while. So with a tea, same thing. You want to use it up if it's completely fruit-based. So let me count up all these teas so I can figure out how many teas I drank. I almost forgot. I also finished off from Tiesta Tea a little sample of Pomegranatopia, but I can't find the bag, so I must have accidentally thrown it out at some point and just completely forgot. But I did count everything up, and that makes 22 teas that I drank and finished off last month. So, yay! So yeah, we are getting done with my sip down. It's gonna be great. I will post over on my Instagram an update about my tea collection as a whole and how many teas I'm down to. I started the month with 119 teas, but I need to go through, I've gained some more teas. I need to go through and recount, which I haven't done yet. So I will post over on Instagram at some point today, probably, my total number of teas. So after you watch this video, head over there and see if I've posted it yet. And if I haven't, follow me on Instagram and then you'll see it when I do. And if you're not subscribed to me here, you might as well, because now that you've watched this video, you'll want to watch my tea basket for the month of August, which will be coming up within the next week, and then you'll want to watch my empties for August, and you should just subscribe, I also post other fun videos, so anyway, that is all for this episode of Kayla's Kitchen. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and you can subscribe too if you want to. But that is all that I have for you today. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and until next time, happy sipping.